Alright, so today we're going to continue working on our Twitter clone project. My goal for today is to get the login or sign up modal completely finished, at least the styles, like the markup, the styling, and the basic front end, the front end stuff basically. So that is my main goal for today, and hopefully we can start working on something else if time allows. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to jump over here to the over here. We're just going to get to the alright, so now this is going to be the fourth page, and if we inspect here, let's see. Alright, so yeah, this right here is this is the first form, this is the second one, this is the third, and this is the fourth one. This will be the fifth form page right here once we get to it, but we're gonna focus on this one for now, and it seems to be a pretty easy build. We just have a header up here, and then we have, it's basically the verification thing, so it'll set when depending on what thing you email or phone, it'll send a verification that you can type into here. So you got the header up here, it says we sent you a code, and then below that the subheader is enter below to verify, and then whatever either your phone number or your email, whichever you typed in, and then there's a little box, and then there's a link that says didn't receive email, and then of course the next button at the bottom. So the first thing we need to do, I just want to get the basic stuff set up first. So let's head over here, and we are going to work in this div right here. So the first thing, I want to use an H2 or an H2, and let's see, it says we sent you a code, so we'll put that we sent you a code. Alright, and then below that is going, it looks, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, it's going to be something like an H4. Enter it below to verify, and then, you know, email slash phone goes here. Alright, and then I'll probably put like a span or something there. Oh, we might as well just go ahead and fill that in right there. Now let's do a span, put that inside of there. Alright, now let's jump right back over here. I have to refresh, and of course and it didn't show up. What? Oh, yeah, it did. It's just black. Duh. So we've got that on there. Let me actually set up. Let me find a class here real quick. Let's switch back over here to the code. Let's see. So form header, Form header. What does that class? I don't think that class is going to help us any. Whoops, that's not what I want. Form. Alright, let's just find all the form header. So it's just color, primary text. Let's add that class and see what it looks like. Form header. And then there's should be a class for that grayish colored text. I can't remember what it's called though. Let's go back to here. There should be a class somewhere around here for is it text muted? I think that might be it. Let's try that and see how it looks. Alright. Okay, so it's gonna look a little weird because I got I just set the fourth form group to display block, so the JavaScript's kind of freaking out at the moment, but this is just for styling purposes. Then we'll change it back so that the JavaScript and everything works properly here in a few minutes. Alright, so if we compare that to the actual Twitter, definitely need to make it a little bit smaller, bring it up a little bit. Yeah, and the email address will go right here. It's gone from this image for obvious reasons, but yeah, we need to bring this up a little bit, and then we need to add a little bit more padding here, and then yeah. So let's do that real quick. So I'm thinking there's another header class that there's another header class. I could be completely wrong. It looks like I used form header for all the other headers, so I guess we could do that, and then we can add a second class, header 4. I don't know, something, or header verify. I don't really like header 4. Header verify. Sign up. Alright, that sounds a little bit easier to understand than header 4. So let's save that. Don't need the JavaScript just yet. So let's scroll down here. Before the media queries. Alright, and then we'll paste here. And let's see, so what actual classes do we have here on this? So we can reset the font size. It doesn't really look like it's gonna need to be changed. The font size looks like it's about the same. We just need to move it up some. So maybe we just remove that margin. So we just set them on the other class. We just set margin to 0. Yeah, margin top 0. So let's do that. So we'll set margin top to 0. We'll save that. And I think that should overwrite that. Yeah, there we go. That's looking a little bit better. And this here, this header here will be changed with the JavaScript whenever we get to that. So I want to add a little bit of padding here, and for the most part, that looks pretty good. I mean, I can't use the text that they use, maybe, or the font that they use, but that looks a little bit bolded compared to that. So let's add some margin to the top of that, and let's add some get rid of the bold for whatever reason that's bolded. Verify sub header. Right. We'll save that, and we'll go to the verify subheader. Then we'll do margin top. Let's just do 10 pixels for now, and then we're gonna do font weight of, let's just do 300, and I think I have 300. Let's jump over here and see what it looks like. Okay, so yeah, that looks a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm trying to see if there's any major differences. Maybe I bring it up one up to like 400 font instead. Let's try that. See what this looks like. Yeah, that looks good. I think the color is slightly off. It's like a lighter color, or that might be the image, just the image. We'll keep it like that for now. We'll we'll compare it later. I think it looks pretty decent though. It looks pretty good. So let's work on this box here now. So let's jump back over the code, and not that. I want here. So I'm gonna put that inside of a div, and then add a class verify outer, I guess. We'll do verify outer, and then save that. And then inside of here, we're going to have, let's see, it looks like, yeah, we're gonna have that text box that does that thing, and then yeah, so yeah, that explained it real well. So we're gonna have an input of type text, verify, and the ID is going to be verify as well. And then I think I want to put a label in front of it for verify. Alright, and then below that, I'm thinking, yeah, I'll put the link below or outside of the div. So we'll have an A tag, not an A1 tag, A tag. Right now it'll just not go anywhere. And then the text for that says, didn't receive an email, question mark. So we'll go back and put that. Really? Can I not? My shift key not work? Didn't. RECEIVE. I can't ever remember how to spell that. Email question mark. All right. And then yeah, let's see how that looks. So let's refresh and bring this up. And there's nothing because I didn't save. Let me save real quick. Now let's refresh. There we go. Okay. So that link will definitely need to be changed a little bit, and the text box for obvious reasons. I think. Oh no, I didn't put any text inside of the label yet. So what does the label say? Verification code. Let's do that real quick. Verification code. Alright, we'll save that. We'll jump back over here. And we'll refresh. And verification code is right there. Alright, so I want to kind of just copy a little bit. One of the forms before. I'm sure. Let's see. I don't want to do the name form because that one's an oddball one. Let's try. Okay, so this is for the phone one. We'll add a label wrapper, and it looks like let's just copy all of this entire div right here, and we'll no, go away. Let's actually just copy this entire div. We'll save that. Alright, so input label wrapper, sign up phone, we don't need that. And we don't need this either. Label class label wrapper for verify. Class is form label. Input label phone verify verification code. Alright, and then form text input text placeholder verification code. Alright, we don't need any of this data stuff yet. Yeah, so let's save that and see if that has helped us or hurted us. Oh, well that doesn't look too bad actually. Now I can't remember, so when we click on it, I can't remember, oh that's right, because, yeah, when we JavaScript it, yeah, that's the word, JavaScript it, when this gets focused, not that, goodness. When this gets focused, that label gets set to display, what is it? Is it display block or display flex? One of the two. Usually. What is the current display? Can I have the current display? Please? Oh, okay. I guess not. Well, it's either display block or display flex, one of the two. Yeah, that'll whenever it's focused, whenever it's focused, it will it'll take the display none off and add the label here, and then whenever it's unfocused, it won't show the placeholder at all, and it should get rid of the placeholder completely whenever it's focused as well. So yeah, that we'll do that whenever we get into the JavaScript. I want to now I want to add the border whenever it's focused. So whenever we focus within, I want to add the border. Now, I don't think this border changes colors whenever it's focused versus unfocused. So I don't think we need the JavaScript for that, which I know I can do that in CSS, but the way that they had it set up, you didn't. So, or you couldn't do it in CSS. You had to do it in JavaScript. So, but I think I can add that border to that. Let's jump back over here and look at the actual, because I think it's on the div itself that the border is. Yeah, I'm pretty positive it's the div itself. So yeah, let's add that border real quick. I think, let's see. So input label wrapper and input dash border dash blue. Okay, we'll do that. Input border blue. We'll save that before I forget, because I will. Alright, I'm just going to put that here. Border, we're going to be solid. I think it's 2 pixels. And there's going to be a variable of Twitter blue. Alright, and now let's see if that worked. Okay, yeah. So that looks good. That looks good to me. The corners look fine. Maybe no, the corners look fine. And then we can add a little bit of padding to the left here. Basically make it in line with the label, wherever the label is. Basically just need to make it in line with the label. I think it's 7 pixels of padding, if I remember right. I can just do it here in the dev tools real quick. And then it's right here. Padding left 7 pixels. So yeah, that lines perfectly up with that, it looks like, at least. So I'm gonna go with it. And it looks like, yeah, it's just butted up right against it, so we don't need to add any padding there. So we'll go ahead and add that padding real quick. Go ahead and add that padding real quick. We'll do, let's see. So we'll add a class to this to call it link new verify link. We'll save that. Copy that over here. And I know that there's all kinds of code duplication in this, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Padding left, we're going to do 7 pixels. Alright, and let's jump back over here. And that looks good. Now, think this is basically it for the styling. So, as far as styling goes, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is it. Now, there's one other thing that I wanted to do, which was in the JavaScript, of course, but in the JavaScript, I want to create like like an object that we can save all of the form fields information in, and then if somebody goes back and changes it, or whatever, we can update that accordingly throughout this. I think I don't know if I'm gonna do it now. I don't think I'm gonna do it right now, but that's something I'm gonna do probably in the near future. So let's see. Alright, so let's jump back over the code and see what it looks like once we remove this here. We're going to change that to d-none again, and we're going to change that to block as the default. And we'll jump back over here. We will refresh. So if we sign up now, hit next, hit next, next, and this button does need to be grayed out by default. That way when we so that you can't just go next until you verify, basically. And then the header will need to be changed. Alright, we're going to jump right into that here in just any second now. Alright, so let's get started on the JavaScript. Now, side note here, just should make sure that, yeah, so we don't have any event listeners on that, and if I click on it, nothing happens. Okay, good. That means the JavaScript for unloading the last page works properly. So that's good to know. All right, so JavaScript time. All right, so I'm gonna start out with a let's see. This will be the 4th page, so let's do load load 4th sign up page. These are named amazingly. And then we're also going to have an unload sign up page. Alright. Alright, so we really don't have a whole lot of JavaScript that we need to do whenever. So let's see. So first thing I want to do is go back up here, and I want to find that. Here it is, right here. Get next form page. So this should be called, yeah, this is called every time that the next button is clicked. Yeah, that's right in the initialize function. So if we go back down here to if I can find it again, here it is. Alright, so right here is we're unloading the 2nd page, loading the 3rd page. Right here we're unloading the 3rd page, and then we're loading login page script dot load 4th sign up page. We're going to call that function there. So Let's head back down here. All right, now loading the fourth sign up page. The first thing that we need to do is we need to grab that button. So I'm just going to inspect that button. So it should be okay, so it's data modal sign up back. All right, is what I called it. So let's do data modal sign up back. All right, there we go. So we need to grab this button. So it'll be in the vars dot whatever this is that I just copied. So vars dot oops no and let's actually do a login page, or const vars is equal to login page script dot vars. All right, and then we're gonna do vars dot this dot add event listener, and on the click, basically on the click we want to let's see, how did I do it in, was it like an initialize function, or I can't remember what I actually did up here. Load second sign up page, so I did that. I set up the header, and I did that. And then this back to first page, unload, load third page. I'll set up the header, do input setup, and then yeah, so so I have to set the class lists. Okay, I'm just losing my mind here. So we're gonna do back to third page. All right, and that's gonna be the pointer to that. And that's actually going to be vars dot that. Or wait, no, it wouldn't be vars. It would be login page script dot back to third page, because I'm going to put it right here. So login, or not that. I want to back to third page, and we'll capitalize that T right there, and I'll do the same here, and that should get rid of the little squiggly line. Back to third page, whoops, goodness me, and then we do this, and put a comma there. That way we get rid of the little squiggy lines. Alright, now we do const vars is equal to login page script dot vars. Alright, and then we do so sign up group 3. So whenever we go, oh wait, let's go back to the second page. So Okay, so it looks like, no, that's to go back to the first page. So sign up group 3. I'm assuming that group 3 is page 3, and then group 4 would be page 4. So let's go back up here real quick. Group 3, and I can actually verify that real quick. Yeah, group 4. Data sign up group 4. That's the one we're currently working on right now. So we'll actually just go ahead and group 4 and group 5. We'll grab this in 4, and this will be 5. Okay, that way we have the next one ready to go. So if we want to go back to the previous page, we need to do vars dot sign up group 4 dot, or let's remove group 3 dot class list dot remove, and then in group 3 group 4, I want to do group 4 first. I want to remove the d dash block, and add d dash none, and group 3 here, I want to, whoops, that's not what I want, close that off, and I want to remove that and add block to it. Alright, so now when we go back over here to this, hopefully this works. Click next, do that, do that. Now if we hit back, it goes back to the third page. Perfect. I hit next again, it goes back to the third page again. I hit next, you can do whatever. Oops. Yeah. Okay. That works perfectly fine, and I must have broke something. Must have broke something. What's this? Back to third page. Okay. That's because I haven't. I don't know. We'll play around with that later. We'll play with that here in a little bit. But that's good that that's working. So, all right. So the next thing that we want to do, we want to do the header setup. So we'll just do we'll just create a function called header setup. Set that equal to a function, an arrow function. There we go. Now on the vars object, we should have header text dot enter HTML, and set that equal to step 4 of 5. All right, and then if we head back over here, we refresh, go back through all of this. Next. That still doesn't work. Oh, that's because I didn't call header setup. Duh. So header setup, call that function there. Alright, that should work perfectly fine. Now we'll go back, and that should now work. We'll do it's still step 3 of 5. Why? Wait, oh god, I'm an idiot. Alright, hang on. Get rid of that. Hang on. Alright, back to the code here. Cut this out of here, and we want to put that here. Might work a little bit better if we put it in the right method here. Let's try this one more time, see if we can get it to work. This is just, you know, stupidity on my part, really. And there we go. Now it says step 4 of 5. Now, really, the only thing... oh, that's right. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing now. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done this. We're going to do login page script dot... we're going to do unload 4th page. We're going to unload the 4th page, and then login page script dot load 3rd page. That should hopefully fix us now. Alright. One more time. I swear, one more time. Alright, let's just do this. Alright. Next. Alright, we got step 4 of 5 here. We click back, and we got this page. We can go forward, and step 4 of 5, go back, step 3 of 5, and we should be able to go back now to step 2, and we can go back to step 1, or we could just completely close it, which I did. I don't know if I showed it in the last video or not, but I did get it to... Oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. We'll work on that later. We'll fix that later. I'll add myself a little note here at the bottom. Close. What is it? Close modal broken. Here we go. I don't know. It's probably something simple. But hey, now what? Is it only whenever there's data in there? That might be the case. All right, so let's go back. Let's close. No, it worked perfectly fine. What? Okay. That's kind of annoying. Okay, now... Okay, so it looks like... That's an odd bug. I've never seen that one before. Woo! I like bugs. Oh, well, I don't like bugs, but, you know, I like figuring out what's wrong with the bug. So it looks like... It looks like, I'm assuming it's something along the lines with, the 3rd page, but we'll fix that later. I want to focus right now on, fixing our 1 page. Yeah, see, because once I hit the 3rd page, okay. But yeah, let's focus on getting that 4th page fixed. Let's just refresh here. We'll go to this. I really need to make a small script of some sort that, you know, automatically fills that in for me. I should just set the values, you know, in the HTML, but Oh well. Okay, so this verification system I will set up in the future. I'm not concerned about setting it up right now, because honestly, for one, I need to fix this issue still, where the phone, where if I use an email with a phone that it still keeps the phone in there. So I do need to fix that issue. And this would be I know how to do it. I have a general idea at least of how to do it with the email, but the phone one is a different story. I have to do some research on that before I can figure out what's actually wrong with that. But um, all right, so I want to now fix that label where it whenever it focuses, which actually there's one other thing I want to fix real quick. Um, Active or not active. Focus. Was it focus within? I think it is. The focus within pseudo class applies to any element for which the focus pseudo class applies, as well as to an element whose descendant in the flat tree. Focus. Let's just whoops. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Alright, so let's do this. Maybe not. I'm just gonna add the focus within. See if that fixes it real quick. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So whenever I focus it, it turns blue. Whenever I unfocus it, it doesn't turn blue. So, alright, let's go back, and now we can fix the labeling issue, or the label issue. So, not in this one, in this one. I want to, actually, I think I'm just going to create a, no, that should be fine. So when I wanna select this box, so I'm gonna, let's see. I don't think I have a data attribute on that just yet. So let's see. So if I now the question is, how did I set up these before? So I want to, whenever I focus this, so do I want to set it up, yeah, so I want to set it up so that whenever I click on the div, it'll focus the box, right? And then yeah, so I need to add a data attribute to the div, and a data attribute to the label. Yeah, I need to add a data attribute to the div, a data attribute to the label, and then a data attribute to the input itself. All right, so let's I'm gonna save, and then we'll jump back over here real quick. We'll on the div, data, data, sign up, verify, outer, I guess. And then on the label, data, verify, or data, sign up, verify, and then instead of outer, we'll do label. And then we'll basically do the same thing for the box. And we'll just set it as input. So we've got outer, label, input. Got it. Alright, save that. I'm going to minimize that back up so it looks cleaner. We'll go over here. We're going to go to our variables all the way at the top. Alright, so we're going to do verify. We're going to do a verify, verify, outer, and it's going to be document dot query selector, and we're going to do this, and we'll do that, and I'll add a comma there, and we're going to do verify label, and we're basically going to copy this down here and change outer to label. Alright, and then we're going to verify label, verify, what did I call it? I can't even remember what I called it. Typical. Input. Of course. Why would it be anything else? Input. Alright. And it's going to be input. Okay. We'll save that. And we'll go back all the way back down to the bottom. Now we can do vars dot verify outer dot add event listener, and whenever we click on it, now remember this is the outer box, the one with the blue border on it. So let's create a function down here called what do we want to call it? Focus verify box. Okay, and that's an absolutely horrible name, but it works. Actually, I don't even really need to make that outside of there. We'll just do a focus. We'll just do a focus verify input, and we're going to set that equal to that, and arrow function. Alright, so if we, let's see, so whenever I click on the div, I want the input itself to focus. So the vars dot verify input, so verify input, vars dot verify input dot focus, right? Focus is just a function that I can call, and then, verify input, and then I want to focus that. Now I want to select the vars dot verify input, and I want to access the, can I access the placeholder? I can't remember how to access the placeholder. Let me do a quick Google search on that. JavaScript access input placeholder. JavaScript set input placeholder. Change placeholder text JavaScript, because I just want to just basically set it to blank. If you want to use JavaScript, then you can use the get elements by name method to select the input fields and change the placeholder. Okay, so it does have just a placeholder function, it looks like, or I can select it with dot placeholder. Is it area placeholder? Let's just do placeholder and set it equal to null. And let's go back over here and see if that's going to work. Probably not, because that's typical for me. But you live, you learn, right? That's part of programming. And what in the world has been done now? What? Okay, I've broken something. I don't know what I've broken, but I've broken something. I have a console message. Yes, I do. I've got quite a few of them, actually. Failure to execute add event listener. Oh. It would help if I finished the script. Alright, let's, God, I'm making so many new mistakes today. Alright, let's first add the focus verify input. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I really need to slow down a little bit. So if we save that now, and we refresh the page. Alright, and then next, and it's still broken. What? Goodness. Cannot access verify focus verify input before initialization. Oh. Okay. That would help if I initialized it before. I just swapped the places. Nothing really fancy there. Okay. Now, are we getting any console messages that, you know, look bad? No. Okay. So, if I focus that, okay, that works. It gets rid of, okay, it gets rid of the placeholder there. Alright, perfect. So, I'm sure I've done that before in this project. I can almost guarantee I have, but, you know. We need to set the label vars dot verify label dot style dot display is equal to let's just do flex. I can't remember if it's supposed to be flex or block. Refresh. Go through this again as always. Next. Okay. Alright, and actually, yeah. Actually, I've got a better idea. So, just to make this a little bit more smart, I should say. I'm gonna space these out a little bit. What I want to do is actually, this is just going to focus the input whenever I click on the div. And then I want something to happen when I focus the input rather than just doing it all on that. So let's do vars dot verify input dot add event listener, and we're going to focus. What is it? Focus in. Real quick, I'm gonna do a Google search. CSS or no, JavaScript focus in. Is that what I want? There's a focus in and a focus out. I know that. I've used that before. Okay, so yeah, it's just one word, focus in. And then I'm assuming focus out is the exact same way. Yeah, focus out. Alright, so I will need those event listeners. So it's just focus in. And then I want to actually, we'll do on focus verify input is equal to this, and we'll just do an arrow function here real quick. And now I just want to do these whenever so this way, whenever I click on the div, it automatically focuses the text box, and then once there is a focus in on the text box, we will call the on focus verify input function, and we will add the label and we will add the placeholder. And now I'm also going to do an on focus focus out verify input, and I need to put a constant there. That is equal to that and that and that, and I'm basically, now I need to check if there's a value in there. So if vars dot verify input dot value, if there's not a value, then I want to, if there's not a value on the focus out, then I want to set the placeholder. So it'd be vars dot verify input dot placeholder is equal to verification code, and then it'll just skip that if there is a value in there. I don't need to do anything if there's a value in there. Now, what else did I need to do? I need to hide that label again. Now, yeah, I need to hide that label. So basically, I just need to basically take this and paste that in there, and we'll set that to none again. So now, don't let me forget to add the event listener. Verify input, right? Yeah. Dot add event listener, and then we're going to focus out, and then we're going to call the on focus out, verify input. All right. Now that, and actually, I'm gonna add this real quick right here. That I want to, as soon as the fourth page shows up, I want to select that next button and I want to disable it. And then then I'll add an on change input, I think it is, to that box and check to see if when you focus out, when you focus out, or no, when you change something, if the value is 0, or, if there's nothing in there, then we want to disable that button. If there's a value in there, then we want to enable that button. So I'm just going to add, I just need to grab so it's data modal sign up next. All right, that's what it's called. All right. And it is in the vars. Okay, so sign up next button. Okay, perfect. I kind of figured I would have put it there, but yeah, you never know with me. So, actually, I'm going to put it right below. So it's going to be vars dot, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Dot next, sign up next button, dot disabled is equal to true. Alright, so now if we go over here, we refresh, we go do this, do this, next. Now it's disabled, I can't click on it. I focus in the box, the placeholder goes away, this thing comes up, the label comes up, I focus out of the box, there's no data in it, the label goes away, and the placeholder stays, but if I put something in the box, the label goes away as well. I want the label to stay. So let's fix that real quick. So I basically am just going to do this. Whoops. Nope, go away. Control B does that. Alright, now let's head back over here. We refresh. And we do our thing. No, not at all. I think I'm short one number. I might be, who knows. Nope, I guess not. Alright, so the button is disabled. I click here, I click out, looks good. Now if I put something in, the label stays. But if I remove it, the label goes away. Perfect. Now, for now, I'm going to just check if there's a value in that box, then I'm going to enable the button. But I think the way that it works is there's like a 5 or 6 digit verification code like that you get sent, and then you have to type that in, and once it hits that length, then it'll enable it. But for now, I'm just going to make sure as long as it's not 0, then I'll enable the button. So we'll do that for now. Oh god, we'll do that for now, and then we will we can fix that later whenever we implement the verification system. So basically, I think no. I want to So I want to do a what do I want to do here? On focus verify input, I want to verify when there's something inside of it. So it's going to be an on change. So on verify or on change verify input, and that's a long name, but oh well. Alright, so now we're going to check if vars dot so if vars dot verify input dot value, we're just gonna dot value, we're just gonna check if there's a value in there. If there is, then we'll set the we will set the next button. So it'd be vars dot next, the sign up next button dot disabled is equal to false. All right, and then honestly I'm just going to return here, and then our else case would be, I'm not going to use an else case, but else we're going to set the God, why am I losing my mind here? I'm going to do the exact opposite in the else case. Set true. So this will return if this inside here runs, and this will run only if this is false. So that'll be our else case. So vars dot verify input dot add event listener, and we want to change. I'm pretty sure change will work, and we want to on change verify input. There we go. We'll point at that function there, or that function there. We'll save, and let's go see if this works. So we'll refresh. We'll do our thing. Next, next, next. Alright, so if I do this, we're all good. If I change, see, change works on focus, does it? Or a change only works whenever you focus out of the field. So I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. So if I do, let's see, if I change this to input instead, let's see if that we get a different result there, because I just wanted to yeah, I just want it to not or undisable. I don't know the best word for it. When there is no whenever there's something in that field. Yeah, there we go. So if okay, yeah. So if I put something in that field, it highlights and it lets me click it. If there's nothing in that field, it disables it again. And yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay, well I never unload. I haven't done the unload yet, so yeah. So let's just refresh that. Alright, and then we'll do this. Next, 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 and okay. Now, really the only thing left we have to do is, do the unload stuff. So, because yeah, it looks pretty good. I do have to say it looks for the most part it looks nearly identical. I mean, I use nearly identical lightly, but yeah, it looks pretty good as far as I'm concerned. All right, well, we will do that next. So let's minimize that. Now let's go back over to the code, and we are going to work on the unload fourth sign up page. So first thing we want to do is let's see. I just want to remove the event listeners, really. So yeah. So I just want to unload the event listeners. Let's copy these down here, and we'll just do remove event listeners, and we'll remove those 4 event listeners. Now, where are my other event listeners? I've got those. Do I have any more event listeners? Yeah, right here. Sign up modal. Oh, okay, yeah. I want to remove that as well. Sign up modal back button. Add event listener. Click login page script back to third page. I want to remove that event listener. All right. And if I save that, now let's go back up here to it's right here. So we've got the load fourth sign up page here, and it unloads the third and it loads the fourth. And then here we're going to unload fourth sign up page. All right. So and yeah, so that's when the next button is clicked. And then let's go down here. I think that should be it. We'll find out here in a second once I refresh. Let's refresh. Okay. Next. Put a value in there. I hit next, and I'm assuming I have some kind of error. Vars is not defined. Oh, that makes sense. Hang on. Do const vars is equal to login page script dot vars. Here we go. Now let's go back over here and see if we can do one more. Next. Verification code. I hit next, and I'm still getting an error, I'm assuming. Focus verify input is not defined. Wait, does it just not have access to unload those? It might be. It might be that. So let's do this. Okay. So I'll go ahead and make these available in the, quote unquote global scope. Okay, so I'll cut that out. And I'll put that there. I think this is the same issue that I came across the last time as well. So we'll just actually cut all of these out. And we'll paste these in here, get rid of the const. Get rid of those. And oops. Oops. Get rid of that, and we'll remove that, and we'll remove that, and that, not that, that, comma there, comma there, and a comma there, and we'll remove that equal sign because we don't need it. Wait. Duh. There we go. Now it doesn't look like we have any errors. Just clean the code up a little bit. Now let's see if we still continue to get that error. Actually, no, before that, I am going to get errors because vars is not defined. So right in front of login page script dot vars. There we go. And then we'll do login. These are short functions or methods, so I can just do this real quick. I can just add this, actually copy it. That would be a smarter idea. Alright, and then put that there, put that there. We'll do that, and we'll do that, and we'll do that. That should be everything. So we'll find out here in a second whenever we refresh. Alright, and then we'll do this. Click next, next, next. And I must have an error somewhere. Focus verify input is not defined at 473. Oh, duh. I have to call it. I have to do the same thing with these here. Okay, there we go. Now let's try that again. I knew there was going to be an error. Oops. That's not what I want. Next, next, next. And we do verification code, and I hit next, and we're still getting an error, it looks like. Okay, so focus verify input is not defined. If 518 now. Okay. Is that right? 518? Yeah. So let's jump back over here and find 518. And oh. Well, would really help if I did this as well. There we go. Now we try third time's a charm. Never for me, but somebody it is. Next, next, next. You do this. Hit next. Oh my gosh, it went to a blank screen. Did I get any errors? No, I did not get any errors. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Alright. Okay, so something must have changed since the last time that I signed up for Twitter. I did make a fake account and then delete that account. But I forgot to get a screenshot of the 5th step where we're at now. So I just went back to get that. and they must have changed something since I've last done it. So it looks like, because it looks like now it says sign up on the third page, and then you verify your code on the fourth page, and then on the fifth page you type in your password. But the button used to say sign up here. So now it says sign up here on the third page, and then you get the verification code, and you type in your password then. um, I think I'm gonna keep it the way I kind of remember. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this down, and um, I'll just make this button look like this button here. But I'll keep everything else the same, and I'll have a back button up here too, because the sign up button will be the button that submits the form. Um, that sends it to the back end to be stored in the database. So I'm just gonna keep it that way. That way I don't have to go back and change a bunch of different stuff. Um, so, but for the most part, we're just gonna copy this down, and we should be good to go. Once I get this done, I'm gonna make it so that it sends the post request to like a slash sign up or whatever. So let's just get started on this. I'm going to first I'll change the header here real quick. Now if I click this, it should, and I inspect this, I shouldn't have any event listeners on any of these, right? Yeah, so we should be good with that. So that means the event listeners did get removed on the last one. So let's jump back over the code, and let's work on this. I'm going to set this to block and change this to none up here, so that way we can style it properly. So if I refresh, this pops up. This is the page that is going to show up. So we'll be able to style this properly. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is you'll need a password. So we'll get that put in there. So let's jump back over to the code. And I'm going to put an H2 in here. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and steal these classes here, because they look nearly identical. So we'll do class, and we'll do that. And now if I go back over here real quick, you'll need a password. Okay, so that's the correct stuff. So we will do U apostrophe LL need a password. Alright, and then if we save, let's jump back over here, we'll refresh, and you'll need a password. And that looks, well, that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll jump back over the code. We will put an H4, and I think I'm kind of just going to copy this stuff up here as well. Make it easier. So we'll do class equals that. And then let's see, make sure it's 8 characters or more. Okay, let's jump back over the code. Make sure it's 8 characters or more. Alright, And then let's see how that looks. Let's refresh. Make sure it's 8 characters or more. And that looks pretty good, I have to say. Alright. And then we're going to do the same thing with the label and everything. And then we'll have this button here. Yeah, so let's jump back over to the code. And we're going to have, I'm going to put a div here. And then it's going to be, actually, you know what? I'm just going to do this, and I'm just going to steal this again, because I'm apparently good at stealing stuff that I've already done. If it's there, might as well use it, right? Alright. So, we can get rid of that. Alright. And then, inside of there, let's see. What does it say? Password. Okay, it says password on the inside. It's kind of what I figured. Password. And then, let's see. This is going to be for password. Form label, label wrapper, input label. This is this is for phone. Password. And the placeholder is going to be password. There we go. And get rid of this here. Alright, now let's save that, close that. And let's go back over here, refresh, and yeah, there we go. And the I don't know, the button is disabled, but I can't remember. I think it's still enabled. I think I'll have to disable it whenever we go to the 5th page. That'll be like the first thing I have to do. And then yeah, let's so that looks for the most part good. The only thing I'm gonna have to do here is I'm actually so whenever I click on it, I'm actually going to shorten that text box. So let's check that out. Actually, let's do this. All right. So the input itself is the full length of that. So let's look at the styles here. Form text input. I think I can just put, let's first find that image, that SVG. So password show SVG. There we go. Now, what does it look like? Okay, so it's white. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make one real quick. I'm not good at that, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera and I will be right back. Alright, so I've got our two SVGs here. The show password icon and the hide password icon. They might be a little hard to see, or maybe it's just me. So those are both done. Now I need to, on here, the box, the input box is a full, it takes up the full length. So I want to only restrict that to about, I don't know, 90%. That way I have a little bit of space left to put that icon there. So let's jump over to the code here. Let's put a div here, and let's see what that does, because I don't really know what that's going to do, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so it's offset our password. It's offset our box a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure that this input label wrapper here has a flex direction column. Yeah, so I need to, what am I gonna do about that? What am I gonna do about that? Let's see here. What if I just display flex? Okay, that is not what I wanted to do. So let's not do that. Let's add an element style of flex. Let's see. Contents. Flex row, grid, inherit. Just go down the list and see what fixes it. So contents, what does display contents do? That's a good question. Let's do a Google search. CSS display contents. What is that? Internal box. These elements don't produce a specific box by themselves. They're replaced by their pseudo box and their child boxes. Please note that the CSS display level 3 spec defines how the contents value should affect unusual elements. Never heard of this one before. Okay. Wonder if I could. Let's just add that for now, and see where it goes. Let's actually do this. We'll set. Okay, that looks fine. I don't see an issue with that. Yeah, that looks fine. And then, yeah. Okay, so we'll set on this div, we'll set a display of contents, whatever that means. Still a little fuzzy on what it means because I just figured it out. But okay, so let's add a just going to add an inline style here. Display of contents. All right. And yeah, I just added an inline style here of display contents. And let's go back to here. We'll refresh, and that looks perfectly fine. Now let's inspect here. Actually, yeah, so that's taking up a width of 100%. Now if I add something to that class, width of 90%, now, wait, what? Oh, 90 needs to be percent. There we go. Now it's only taking up 90% of the width, and I can, in this little portion right here, I can put the password show and hide buttons. All right, so we can do that like that. So let's change this width to 90%. I'm not going to put it on that class, but I'm going to actually create a new class for that. So we'll do password text box, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. And we'll save that, and let's go over the styles here, and let's add that, and we'll just add a width of 90% here. And if we go back over here, that should overwrite that. I would think, yeah. I think, yeah. You can see right there. It's got that little bit of extra space. It works perfectly fine for me. Now we need to put that area there where we're going to put that button at. So let's see. So I want to actually put it right next to the okay, so I want to put it right next to the input box. So let's see. Actually, this is, oh god, it's icons slash and by default it'll be the show password SVG, so it'd be show what do I name it, underscore password dot SVG. Okay, let's save that. I'm gonna minimize that, and let's see if we can see that. And we can definitely see that. All right, now let's go back over to the code here, and I'm going to add a class of password show hide btn. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to set a height of, let's just say 30 pixels for now, and a width of 30 pixels. Alright, now let's go back over here and see what happens. Okay, so that's because what if I change this here to flex? Let's see what happens when I do that. Worst case scenario, I break it like I always do. Okay, so it's up there now. And this is still offset again. let's let's set a inline block on that. I think that would work, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Let's do that. So we're going to change this back to contents. All right, and then on the show hide button, we're going to set a display of inline block. Oops. And let's refresh. Okay, that still did not work. Let's see what it's doing here. Let me see if I can just do this. Get rid of this div here. Maybe that's what's the issue is. Let's save that. Save that. Let's go back and see what happens now. Okay, it's still not working, per typical. What if I set the password box itself to a inline block? So let's do that. Let's do that. So if I select password text box, do I have a password text box? Display inline block. All right, let's try that. See if we get anywhere with that. No, we have not gotten anywhere with that. Okay. Wait, I'm just an idiot. Hang on. It's typical me being an idiot. Take this out of here. And if I do that, see what that does. That probably doesn't fix it at all, and of course it doesn't. Why would it? What if I did this? Let's see. So input label wrapper. Let's find that. Input label wrapper. And let's set the width to 95%. Let's see if it breaks everything. Actually, let's go back to the code. I want to see what it actually does. Okay. I want to see what it does to all of the other. So far, so good. That looks fine. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay. So that looks to be fine. Okay, so I've played around with this a little bit, and basically, really the only thing that I've done is on the styles, on the... Where was it at? Not that. Here, I added a position relative to the input label wrapper, which it shouldn't do anything other than allow me to use position absolute inside of that box. So it'll be absolutely positioned relative to that box. So what I've done is I've set position absolute, and we'll play around with these styles a little bit, but I think I'm going to do like a 25 here on this. Let's refresh that. Go over here, refresh that. Okay, and that looks a little bit smaller. And then let's see. So it looks like it's got, I don't know, about 10 pixels from each end. So let's try 10 pixels as a starting point. So let's do 10 px here and 10 px here, not here, or yeah, right here, 10 px here. And then let's go over here and we'll refresh, and that looks pretty good actually. Maybe I do like 5, maybe I do 5 from the right and 5 from the bottom. Let's try 5 on each side. 5 here and 5 here. Let's go back over here and we'll refresh. That looks pretty good. It definitely looks a little bit bigger than it needs to be, but yeah, let's bring that down just a little bit more. Let's do, I don't know, let's try 21. I feel like 21 would be a good number. Let's refresh. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And I feel like that looks about right, really. Because this should be, for the most part, in line once we show the label. So once we show the label, it should be, for the most part, in line. Let's go with that, and we can fix it later if need be. So we're going to refresh. Actually, we're going to go back over here, and we're going to change this from display none to display block, so that way our JavaScript works properly, and we'll add that to none. I'm just going to refresh. That should pop up with that. Yep. I'll just refresh again just in case. So let's add our JavaScript in now. So let's go over here. So basically what I'm going to do is, if I bring this image in, so basically the way they have it set up now is the sign up button is on page 3. I'm basically going to do that on page 5, where you type in your password, you complete the sign up, and you can actually sign up once you type in the password. I don't know why they do it like that. It's just kind of odd. If anybody knows the reasoning for that, leave them down in the comments. I'd love to actually understand why they do that way. But I know it didn't used to be that way. So let's so instead of this being a next button, this is going to be the sign up button that submits the entire form, and then it will be redirected to a login page, or not a login page, but it'll send to like a /signup or whatever. I haven't really figured that the back end stuff out yet, but it'll be sent to something like /signup, and then /signup will automatically log them in and redirect them to the main home page, just like normal. So, but yeah, this button here, I'm gonna have it be sign up, and then of course I'll have the back button up here so you can go back and change things. And then once you hit sign up here, then that's when the form submits to the back end, and you'll be able to sign up. So that's my little rant about what I'm doing. So first thing we need to do, I want to see where, it's right here. Okay, so we have unload fourth sign up page. I wanted to go to this login page script. Here we go. Okay, I'm sure this would work, but you know, I'm just gonna keep with what I've got. So we're going to do load fifth. I think that's how you spell fifth. What is it? Sign up page. Don't laugh at me. I did not pay attention in English class. Oh, and then we're gonna do unload fifth, unload fifth, sign up page. All right, put a comma there. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to fix the header. All right, so we'll change the header from step 4 to step 5. That'll be our first goal. So we'll do const vars is equal to login page script dot vars, and then after that we're going to do what do I want to do? I want to const header setup, just like normal, is equal to a function arrow brackets. All right, and then before I forget this time, I'm actually just going to call header setup so I don't forget. So in the header setup, I want to set the event listener on the back button, and then I also want to change the inner text. So let's do const now let's see. Yeah, so basically this. Basically just gonna copy. I'm copying my own homework. 5 out of 5. Alright. And then after that, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do this. There we go. And then back to fourth page. All right, and then we will create a function called that. All right, and then now let's save that, and let's go over to the here, over to the here, and we'll do this. Whoops. Next, verification code. There's my verification code. And wait, it didn't set up the header. Why? Do I have an error? Did I not refresh? Refresh. What did I do wrong here? It's because I'm not calling the function. I'm a loser. Yes, it is because I'm not calling the function, and yes, I am a loser. Alright. Right here, I need to call login page script dot load. Fifth sign up page. There we go. All right. Now we refresh. Oh, I didn't show you what I did. This right here. I had to add that line of code right there so that it knew, hey, we need to use that function. Because, hey, I'm a loser. Alright, let's refresh, and we'll go through this again. Next, 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 verification code, next, and it works. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now, next thing we need to do is we need to create the function we need to create the function to go back to the fourth page. So, how did I do it on the go back to third page? Oh, that's right. I just need to take that, and I just need to sign up group 5, dblock remove, yeah. Alright, so let's do this. Let's do vars.sign up group 5 dot class list dot remove d dash block, and whoops, let's not do that, do that instead. We're gonna add, whoops, all caps, d dash none. Could you imagine coding in caps? Ooh, that'd be horrible. And then we'll change this to 4. Well, what in the world? I did that the last time too. We're gonna do remove d-9, and we're gonna add d-block. Alright, and then we are going to call login page script dot unload fifth sign up page, and then we're going to call login page script dot load fourth sign up page. Alright, we'll save that, and let's go over here and do a refresh. And no, I do not want the terms of service that go to nowhere and will always go to nowhere. Alright, and next, and next, and next, and next. And that is my verification code. Now I'm on the 5th page. I go back, we go I'll have to fix that. I will fix that. I don't know what the issue is, but it seems to work for the most part. Let's fix that small issue real quick, because what did I just, oh, nothing. Because I will forget about it. So I'm assuming it's going to be something with so So it's basically, I'm assuming it's just an on-change event. When we load the script, we'll check to see if, let's do this. If vars dot, or wait, what is it now? I can't even remember. Verify input dot value. That's what I want. If no, if that's not true, then we're going to do this, right? If there's no value, then we're going to disable it, and then we're going to do Actually, I'm just going to do another if statement. If it is true, if it is true, then we're just going to take that and make that false. All right, and that should solve our issue. Hopefully, we can double check that, because chances are I probably screwed something up. I've gotten very good at that. It's okay though. You live, you learn, and that's my motto. So if we go back, now it is enabled, but if I clear it, it's disabled. Got it. Okay. Let's do that. Click next. Now, we need to work on displaying the label. And we need to work on this as well. So, let's do that next. Let's go back down here. All right. So, trying to think what I need to do. I drew a blank. We are going to first display the label. So let's do. I basically kind of just want to do what I did with the last one. So we've got the header set up. Focus, verify input. Okay, we're going to need that. And we'll change that a little bit. So we'll focus password input. And then we're going to need to go and add ourselves. This is data, password outer, or data sign up password outer, and then we are going to do the same here, and this is going to be label, and then this is going to be input. We'll save that. And let's go back here, and we're going to add those 3 to our ginormous variable list. That's okay, we're almost done with this. Password outer, and we're basically going to take this and we're going to paste it there, and password outer, there we go. And we're going to go down 2 more. This is going to be label, and this is going to be input, and this is going to be label, and this is going to be input. Okay. Do not want to select everything. All right. So now, password input. All right. And So I'm going to focus that. I'm going to put it in here. So it's going to be, I'm going to select the vars dot password input outer dot add event listener, and we're going to click, and we're going to listen for login page script dot focus password input. Right there. Now that should work. No, I gotta check one more thing. I don't know if I ever fixed this or not. Let's inspect here. Yeah, the width is 90%. So if I click on the password, show password thing, it's not going to trigger that. Or wait, it might. It might. We'll see what happens whenever we get there. It actually might. So maybe I just put that on the text box for this one. Just so let's see what happens. So if we refresh and we do this and this and this and this and this and this, and verification code is there, and if I click on that, yeah, that's gonna focus that. But I wonder if I can do this. Since it is a position absolute, I wonder if I could change the Z index to, I don't know, 10. Let's see. Let's see if I click on that, if it's actually going to trigger. I have a feeling it's going to still. Yeah, it's still going to. Yeah, we'll just put it on the text box for this one. I'm not too super concerned about it. Yeah, we'll just put it on the text box, and it'll still reach to about here. That way, you know, it ain't perfect, but you know, it's a lot easier. So let's jump back over here, and I want to go to the JavaScript here. So let's actually just add that event listener to the input. Now if I save that and I go back over here, if I refresh, if I do this and hit next to verification code. Now if I click in there, if I click there, but if I click here, it doesn't. Perfect. Now I can click, you know, up here. I can basically click here, click all the way up here. Well, right here. That's perfectly fine. That's a good range to grab that focus. So, yeah, that is pretty nice. So we'll keep that way, and then. What next do I need to do? Trying to think. Okay, yeah, so I want to copy my homework again. And I'm going to on focus password input. I want to get password input, set the label to null. In the login page script .vars, we're going to do password input again. Or no, it's going to be password label. There we go. And then if we go back over here, we refresh again. This is a lot of refreshing and stuff. Next, next, next. Verification code, and oh, I never called that function. I never added that event listener or anything. Vars dot password input dot add event listener. Click, or it's not gonna be a click. What am I doing? Focus in, right? Yeah, whenever it focuses in, I want to do this. I want to call this function here. I want to do login page script dot that. Okay. And I want to do the exact opposite, which I'm also going to copy my homework again. So it's basically just checking if there's no value in that box. Password input dot value. We're going to set the placeholder to password, and we're going to hide the label. Alright, and then we're going to vars dot password input dot add event listener, focus out, and we're going to call this function here, and we're going to add the login page script dot there. All right, and then I'll just actually I'm going to change that a little bit. So now I want to check. The password. I don't know what the specific criteria is for Twitter, if it's just 8 characters or if there's more to it. Let's actually save, and we're going to do a Google search. Twitter password requirements. Your password should be at least 10 characters long and use a mix of uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and symbols. Use parentheses or passphrases, not passwords. Okay. What are Twitter's password requirements? Let's see. Two-factor, I'm not worried about that. See, that's not... It's not really giving me... What are Twitter's password requirements? Okay, so there's a minimum of 6. I think it's now been changed to 8 since this came out. No numbers or special characters are required as long as you have a minimum of 6 characters. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's, yeah. Okay, so we'll just check the on change when or on input, I should say. The on input, we'll check to verify the length of the password, and yeah, then as long as it's at least 8 characters long, it does not matter, which is easy peasy apparently, but that means Twitter's allows some very insecure passwords. Huh. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and do... Let's actually just jump over the code real quick. We are going to do a verify password length. Alright. Put a comma there before I forget. Alright. And we're actually going to accept a parameter of password. Alright. Now let's see. So password, do I need to take in a parameter? I don't know if I do or not, honestly. No, I shouldn't need to take in a parameter. I'll get the password length from, yeah, because we'll get the value of the, alright, so we'll do const vars is equal to login page script dot vars. Alright, and then we're going to do var if vars dot password input dot value, if vars dot password input dot value dot length is greater than or equal to 8. So yeah, if it's greater than or equal to 8, then we are going to grab the vars dot next sign up next button dot disabled is equal to false. All right. And we'll do actually this. If that is not true, then we'll set it to true. And then we will return, right? On the else case, we'll do vars dot password vars dot next. Nope, that's not what I want. Sign up next button dot disabled is equal to false. All right, and then we will add a vars dot password input dot add event listener input, and we're going to do verify password length. Now we also, as soon as the page loads, we want to set the vars dot next sign up next button dot disabled is equal to true. All right. All right. So that's done there. So let's see. Okay, so I'm just thinking here. Let's test it out. So we refresh. Hit next, verification code, next. Alright, so if I do that, didn't work out as planned. What did I do wrong? Let's put that there. Let's see if that works now. Might be getting my operators mixed up. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. And then we delete one, it goes black again. We do and we add more. We can add a bunch more. But as soon as we go past 8 again, it won't let us do that. Okay, so that seems to be working. And actually I need to, when there's nothing in there, I need to hide that label. So so I've got the focus out. Okay, so the focus out. Okay, so this is the focus in. Placeholders equal to null. If there's no value, then I set the that might be why. There we go. Password input, and then we're going to do password label. There we go. Okay, now that should work, hopefully. Next. Verification code. And focus out. There's nothing in there. Perfect. That's working perfectly. Now, alright. Now I want to work on this button here. But first, I need to actually change this box to a password box by default. So let's do that. The type is going to be password. There we go. And then now I want to create a function called show password and hide password. So we're going to do show password, and we're going to do a comma there. We're going to do a hide password. Alright, put a comma there. Alright. So the show password is going to be the default option. And actually, before we do that, I actually want to go over here to the styles, and I want to set the hover on the hover. Hover. Oh, remove one of those. Whoops. God damn it. Go. Alright. Then we're going to do cursor pointer. Alright. And then should work. Verification code. And that works. Alright. Now, so when, actually, I want to add a data attribute, data show hide password. Alright, and we're going to set that as a variable. So let's do show hide password, and we're going to do document dot query selector. We'll add that in there. Save that. All right, go back down here. Now we're going to do const vars is equal to login page script dot vars, and we're going to do the exact same thing for the one below it. All right, so first thing we want to do is we want to select the input vars dot show hide password. Okay, no. Thinking this logically here, I want to actually go up here to the load fifth page, show hide password dot add event listener, and I want to add a click listener on it, and yeah, actually I'm going to do a show hide password and login page script dot show hide password, and I'm actually just going to show hide password, and if my shift key will work, there we go, show hide password. Now first thing we want to do, if vars dot show hide password dot, what is it, type? Is it type? I think it's type. Type, yeah. Let's actually real quick. JavaScript input type. Input types. Okay. Right here. Okay. So it is just a dot type. Okay. So let's go back over here. So dot type is equal to password. So if the type is equal to password, then we are going to first we're going to set the show hide password vars.show hide password. We're going to change that type and set it equal to text. All right. Then what we want to do, actually no, no, because I want to check if password input dot type is password. Then I want to change password input dot type to text, and then I want to do vars dot show hide password dot, I think it's src, is equal to icons slash let's see. Then I've got hide password here as well. Yeah, hide password and show password. Show or hide password. Yeah, so we're going to set the show hide password dot source equal to the icon slash hide password dot svg. Alright, we're doing else if vars dot password input dot type is equal to text, then I want to do the exact opposite. So type is going to now equal password, and we're going to add this show password. Alright, now okay, that should in theory work. Now let's go back over here and we'll refresh, do this. Next, verification code. Alright, so this is type of password. I'm just going to type my name. If I click, it changes to type of text, and the icon here changes. Alright. Alright. Very nice. I think that looks fantastic. Now I think we will have to fix that. I'm going to write something. I think I'm gonna figure out something. I think I'm gonna clean this up in the next video. But I'm going to get everything pretty much finished. So in this video, I'm just gonna fix a couple small things in the next one, but I'm gonna get this finished here in this video. Just like that, you know. I want to whenever you change a page, I want you to I want it to automatically clear all of the input fields. It's back to defaults. So I think I can do that in the first script. So yeah, I should be able to do that whenever the script loads. But I'm gonna finish this real quick, and then I'll do that in the next video. So this is working fine now. This, I need to change the background color to blue and change the text to sign up. So let's do that real quick. So in the I'm gonna create a button setup. Let's do this. const button setup is equal to a function. There we go. Now I want to call that function button setup. Actually, I'm gonna do that outside again. I'm gonna do that. Cut that out. Put a comma there. Alright, get rid of that. And we're gonna do login page script dot button setup. We'll just call that function there. That way I have access to it outside of this function as well. So what I'm going to do is, in the button setup, I want to take the, let's just grab this line here. This is my favorite line to duplicate, apparently. So we are going to do vars dot vars dot next sign up next button dot style dot I think I can use camel case, right? Background color, and I'm gonna set that equal to what is the Twitter blue color? Let's go up here and find that color, Twitter blue. We're going to set it equal to that color right there. Okay, and then dot next button dot enter HTML, and we're going to set that equal to sign up. There we go. Alright, and then I'm basically going to copy this and button setup reverse. Sounds, no, I don't like that. We're going to do next button change to sign up. There we go. Next button change to sign up. I'm gonna copy that and put that right there. And change to next. All right, and then what is the default color of that button? So that's a very good question. Modal close button. Actually, I'll just do this. Inspect that. Modal dash button. That makes sense. Alright, I'm going to find modal dash button. Modal dash button. Did I not set a background color on it? Apparently not. So is it just a white button? Let's actually go back here, inspect that. What is the background color? Background color, button face. So I'm assuming that just means that it's white. Okay. I'm guessing it's just a plain white. So let's just change this to let's just do FF to keep everything consistent. And we'll change this back to next. And I need to put that there. All right. Now I'm calling this in the in the loading of the 5th page. I need to call this in this in the unloading of the 5th page. Login page script dot this. All right, and then I'm not really gonna remove the event listeners, but you know. So let's save that and let's see what that does. There we go. Sign up, and I need to change the text color to white. So let's do this. Let's do dot style dot color, and let's change this to FF, and let's change this back to I think the button is just black and white. So let's go back here and refresh. Yeah, it's just black and white. Alright, let's do that. Let's do that and that. Next. Verification code. And that looks better. If I go back, I have the next button and I come back up here. It's that. And the reason I'm not getting the cursor is because the password is not long enough. There needs to be like a faded color. So let's, okay, let's take these two here, and this will be fine because this is just going back to defaults. And I actually need to do that. Save that. And we're going to take these and we're going to turn these into a class. So let's do this. Dot sign up button. I don't know, end. Who knows? I don't know. So we'll take the color that's the background color. We'll take the, actually, we can just do this. Background color for Twitter blue, and color is going to be white. And then I want to do this disabled. I want the color to be Twitter blue, but have be like transparent, kind of, I think. Or let's see what we can do. Let's grab the Twitter blue color. Let's go down here, and we'll grab the Twitter blue color. Let's add a 3-3 at the end and see what that looks like. So let's do this. Verification code. Let's see, that's not... Oh. I need to... So this is the classes that I made. And I just need to select this class. Alright, and then... get rid of that as well. Or actually... dot class list dot add that, and then I can do down here, whoops, let's do this, dot class list dot remove that. Alright, so if we save that now, let's take a look. I kind of just think that we could do... Okay, I think that looks halfway decent for now. And then we can sign up. And it doesn't do anything. So I think I'm going to vars dot sign up next button dot enter HTML. I need to set that to next again. I must have deleted it. And then if we go here, we refresh. There we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it quits there. If you did like the video, make sure you slap a like on it. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to continue uploading more content. The closer I get out of school, once I get out of school, then I'm going to upload as much as I can. Um, Make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for more of this. I'm going to get into some more interesting stuff here within the next coming videos. So look forward to that, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.